Hey guys, just finished doing some basic pistol training today, an NRA certified class, and my good friend Ben Stewart's here with me and some of his family today, and we had a really great time. We want to share some of the clips with you, and I just wanted to ask Ben on camera, I'm putting him on the spot, what did you think of today?
Well, it was so much fun. We brought all of our, well, not all of our kids, most of our kids with us.
Right.
And just to see them get comfortable with being around a firearm safely and not to just have fear of it, but to actually understand the reason for it. So that's
Awesome.
really cool.
And this was our instructor, Doug Glenn, and I just wanted to ask Doug, what do you think is the most important thing as we leave here today? What should we be taking with us?
Well, the recognition that guns are neither safe nor unsafe of themselves. They're an inanimate object. So by gaining the knowledge, skills, and recognizing the proper attitude to use a firearm, you can do so safely and efficiently and enjoyably.
That's awesome. And
We
we
did
definitely,
have a lot of fun.
yes, and we definitely did that today. So here's some of those clips that we want to share with you guys.
Our safe trigger finger position. So we grab the gun with the V of our hand. So we've got our frame, which is the backbone of the pistol. Everything else attaches to that. So I'm going to reach as high up the back strap as I can. I'm going to take these three fingers and wrap under the trigger guard. This trigger finger is going to lay out here on the side of the frame. Then I pull this thumb out of the way, and I'm going to take the meaty part of my weak hand and I'm going to place it in that gap. These fingers up tight under the trigger guard, around my hand, and then both thumbs forward. So now I've got a really good strong, I've got 360 degrees grip all the way around this handle so that I can keep this gun on my target even while I'm shooting. I'm going to be able to manage that recoil. But most importantly at the moment, what we want to stress again is with that finger away from the trigger, we're not going to have an accidental discharge. Should we become startled or should you scare me when I'm looking the other way? Well, I'm going to grip that pistol. It's going to fire wherever it was pointing. As opposed to if I've got my finger out on that frame like we're learning to hold it, then if I become startled or if I trip on my way walking back over here and I grip the gun, I'm only gripping down here on the handle. I'm not squeezing that trigger and having a inadvertent shot. Always keep the gun pointed in a safe direction. Always keep your finger off the trigger until you're ready to shoot. And always keep the gun unloaded unless it's in use. Remember when we started the day off, I said knowledge, skills, attitude. And of those three, attitude was the most important. You can have the knowledge and the skills, but if you don't approach it with a proper attitude, if you're being careless, you could still have an accident. Guns in and of themselves are not dangerous. They are inanimate objects. They don't possess a quality of dangerous or undangerous. It's just a tool. All right, so let's try again. Nice and smooth all the way through. There you go. Much better. See how you're keeping it aimed right where you want.
Much better.
Now let's drop down and let's try to hit the display. There you go. We shot that thing all up, didn't we?
Nice.
Finger. Yeah. So when we're not shooting, or when we're done shooting, we keep that finger off the minute we're done shooting. All right. So line it up. Now slowly press that trigger all the way to the rear. There you go, just like that.
Nice.
Very nice. All right.
Nice.
Dead center. Okay,
Right.
now Dad's just showing off. What is this all about?
Oh,
A little bit more. Focus on the front side. Give me just a little bit more pressure. All right, finger off the trigger. All right, build your strong hand and get your weak hand up. There you go. Punch out on that number 3, and away you go. Very nice. All right, bring it down a little bit. There it is, dead center. And one more. Very nice. Finger off trigger.
He's okay.
You're ready, go ahead. Fire. Touch, smoothly press to the rear. Right there, that's all we're talking about. Very nice. Nice. All right, one more. Very nice. Woo! Just in. One more time. Broke the line. We can let that one live.
Woohoo!
All right, let's give him a round of applause.
Yeah!
So it looks like this. Everybody still got eyes and ears on?
Yes, sir.
So I'm driving out, both eyes open, where we were using one eye earlier. Now I've got both eyes open, focused on that threat, and I'm extending in and parallel to my side. Now you say, well, those aren't the tight group that you shot a minute ago. Again, any shot in here is equally capable. So if we were trying to stop a threat, we're not looking to be as accurate as we can be. We're looking to be as accurate as we need to be. And all I need is high center chest to stop that threat. Question.
And you'd want to shoot multiple times?
Yes. She asked, would you shoot multiple times? We shoot until the threat is no longer a threat. We don't know how many shots we will need. So you will, unlike the movies where one shot and a guy flies through the air, that's not reality. We know from recordings, we've got security cam video, we've got lots of video evidence that shows us multiple shots from a pistol are typically required to stop a threat. If a person is on some type of drugs, the level of commitment they have to the fight. There's a lot of things that influence. So you shoot until the threat is no longer a threat. The minute it stops being a threat, great, I'm getting out of here. I didn't want to be here in the first place. I only used this to begin with because my life was in imminent danger. It has to be an actual imminent threat of death or serious bodily harm, or you don't use deadly force. That gets into a deeper topic. But if that situation occurred and you needed to defend your life, high center chest, multiple rounds until the threat ceases to be a threat.